Now, staying with Davos, the stage is set for this year's edition of the World Economic Forum. This year's theme is a spirit of dialogue, but all eyes will be on one man, US President Donald Trump, who's set to address the forum this week. Now, Davos's historic church has been turned into USA House during this forum, and it is set to host US President Donald Trump as global leaders gather in the Swiss Alps. But Trump's arrival comes amid fresh tensions with Europe after he announced that 8 European nations, including Denmark, Germany and France, will face a 10% tariff on their exports to the United States starting February the 1st. A move, he says, is linked to opposition over US efforts to gain control of Greenland. Now, European leaders have criticized the tariff threat as undermining transatlantic ties, even as Trump insists that it is essential to US security interests in the Arctic. Now, Team NDTV is on the ground zero at Davos. NDTV Profit's managing editor, Tamanna Inamdar, gets us all the insights.
You know, we live in a world where leaders are speaking at each other through social media rather than with each other. But we know there's back-channel talks always on. There is very likely to be some sort of meetings on the sideline. Whether a Macron-Trump meeting is penciled in is not yet known officially. But yes, Macron was one of the few people who came out very clearly and saying that we will stand up against any kind of bullying. He also equated the rights of Greenland with Ukraine, which was interesting in the way he framed his response to Trump and the imposition of these tariffs. So suffice to say, the spirit of dialogue is the theme of Davos this year. It could turn out to be very ironical or could turn out to be true if there truly is dialogue between a world that seems to be at war with itself.